Hey guys, so I gotta be quick this morning, but I wanted to respond to something that I just saw on YouTube this morning. This is gonna be different than my other videos. One of the reasons I joined YouTube was to be a part of the discussion that takes place on YouTube and to interact with other YouTubers who I see struggling really in the community. So this is a video specifically to Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty on YouTube. I've been watching her for a while, and I know that she's involved in a lot of hate and drama on YouTube, and if that's what you're here looking for, then this is not what you're gonna find from me. I specifically just wanted to send a video out to her because she's one of the reasons I joined YouTube. So she posted a video this morning about how she's feeling really out of control of her binging, and I've seen a lot of people saying things like she doesn't have an eating disorder, and I can only say from my own perspective that I believe you, Chantal. I believe that you do have one. If that's what your doctors have been saying and that's what you also believe, I believe it. One of the things I think a lot of people forget is that an eating disorder is primarily in your brain. What that means, an eating disorder being primarily in your brain, is that it's very good at convincing you that it is right and that what it wants you to do is the right thing to do. One of the things I say to everyone who's thinking about recovery from any eating disorder at all is that it's not going to feel good, it's not going to feel right, it's going to feel like the absolute wrong thing to do. And so when I see someone who wants to change their life and then falls back into this euphoria feeling of no, I don't have to give up the behaviors. The behaviors are right, they make me feel better, they feel right. When I see that, like, that's the definite sign that there's an eating disorder going on to me in the brain. It's purely your brain convincing you that the behaviors are the right thing. And I think there's a lot of hate online about it especially when it's to do with like binge eating for some reason. But I mean, I know that I've done the same thing a million times. Like, I cannot even tell you how many times my eating disorder has convinced me that the behaviors that it decides should be right for me are the right ones. The other thing is that falling back into your eating disorder feels like falling in love, I swear. Whenever I mini relapse or whatever into behaviors, I instantly feel better. I feel relief, I feel less anxious, I feel like just so much better for a little while until it becomes really obvious that I'm not better at all, and then the anxiety builds up and then it's just, I'm miserable again. So that same cycle that you're talking about, that I've seen you experience, that people have seen you experience, and that people are blaming on you, I 100% say, like, that is what an eating disorder does. It does it to me all the time. And it doesn't matter whether you're on the binge eating disorder side or restrictive eating disorder. Me, I'm actually diagnosed with EDNOS, so I'm on like both ends of the spectrum, and then some, like everything in between. Anyway, so I wanted to say, like, it's very normal for relapsing into eating disorder behaviors to feel like right and to feel like euphoria and to feel like falling in love and to feel safe, because that is what an eating disorder is all about. It's a way that your brain has created to keep you safe from something. And whatever those deeper issues are, that's, the journey that you have to go on. Anyone has to go on who has an eating disorder. I gotta get going, so this isn't really everything I have to say, but it's all I have time to say right now. So that's it, just sending some love. Hey guys, I just had one more thing to add. One of the things that's really common with an eating disorder is sort of this swinging between one extreme to the next, and I just wanted to reach out and say to Chantal that, like, that's really normal. I know that a lot of people
get frustrated by that. I'm sure people have been just as frustrated with me. Anyway, it's just been really helpful to me to kind of look at my eating disorder as something separate from me, separate from my core values and what I know that I believe and want for myself. It was kind of an almost instant relief to view it that way, because now I can pretty well distinguish when it's my eating disorder talking versus me and my like wisest self and what I know that I genuinely believe in my core. So that's all I wanted to add. It's just a really common thing to see such violent swinging between one extreme back to this like recovery mindset, and I've experienced it myself, and yeah, that's really kind of it. So I hope you all have a good day. I'm gonna end the video there. Thanks, guys.